So, hey, dude. So, forgive me for my eye. It's probably the first time you've seen it. Everybody else has seen it, and has gotten used to it. But it gets stronger every day and opens up a little bit more every day.
Good.
And
So in full disclosure, I'm gonna try my best not to make pirate joke references. However, if I do,
you you want me
please
to patch
understand
it?
I tried my best not to.
Okay. So let's because people ask about you all the time.
I don't know why.
That me neither. Me neither. The last time I saw you, you ran to the bathroom to go make room.
I'm gonna stand by. You filmed me like all the time, right? It didn't matter. It's like you would not film me a whole entire episode. I'm like, hey, I gotta go use the restroom. It's like, oh, film, hold on, gotta go, gotta get him.
That's great because you always did. It was like clockwork.
I was even going to the bathroom or taking a
Okay, so I
call.
realized my eye closed more when you make me laugh. So we're probably gonna lose this eye for the whole video. But because it's funny because I have facial neuropathy
Hmm.
that's been bugging me for since the stroke. And so every time my brother Charles calls me, I start laughing, my face hurts, it's a mess.
Uh, I
I'm told
remember when it started like gradually working its way up and going. Has it stopped? Has it
no, it's all
reduced?
on this side.
Okay.
It started here and then worked its way up. Now it's all the way across.
Oh,
So get my handkerchief, hold on. So anyway, um, it's gotten a lot better, way better. So I mean, if you'd seen me like a month ago, the whole side hurt. Now it's down to a very little bit, rubbing in a lot of magnesium lotion.
yeah.
But that's beside the point. That's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about you. We're here to tell everybody what you've been up to. Most people know that you got a lot of irons in the fire. One of the things is you're a private investigator. Everybody's known that. And I think we're gonna save we can talk about PI work, but I think more detailed stuff that you and I have done and places we've gone and things you've told me about, I think we're gonna save that for another video
Sure.
separate from what you're doing now
Okay.
today. Okay.
You lead the way. I'll follow.
All right. So I guess so. Why don't you tell people what you're doing now, what you're into?
Well, so I still own the investigation company. We got an office in San Diego, California. I never go there. I don't go to California at all. It's a bad day if I'm in California. Um, we have our office in just outside of Nashville, Tennessee. That's our main office. That's where everything's ran out of. We have a satellite office in Knoxville, Chattanooga, Memphis, um, one just north of Jackson, Mississippi, and we just are starting to expand into Alabama right now.
Okay, so now you're literally licensed to practice in all those states.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Very cool. How hard was that to become a PI?
Um, how hard was it to become? It's I got licensed first in California. So it's not a fair comparison for California, say Tennessee, anywhere for that matter. I think the only place that's probably more difficult than California is Nevada, right? And Nevada's licensing process, this is why I never got licensed in Nevada. Their licensing process is designed to keep outsiders outside. And as the state grew in the 90s and 2000s and into what it is today, they're not exclusive anymore in that sense, right? The good old boy network, as some might call
Oh,
it.
you mean the mafia?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much, pretty much. But their licensing status still is in that same archaic. 1970s and 80s, 90s model.
Wow. So
Yeah,
you don't care. You don't even care about Nevada, do you?
I don't care about it. You know what? Going to Nevada is not as low on the list as California, but they touch.
Okay, so
I mean,
now lately, well, I should say, at least the past year or two, you're into something new.
yes. So the past, well, yes, I am. I've really gotten into real estate investments, um, pretty big.
That's
Um,
cool.
as far as like the acquisitions, I'm working on a project right now, a 40 space mobile home park in Georgia, and it's why I'm here. I'm in Georgia right now during this call.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's interesting. I'd say I'm in Augusta, right? This is probably, I think it's my fourth trip in the past 30 days. It's an interesting place. It's not what I expected it to be, for the Masters and all the golf stuff. I drove over by there. You can't get on that place, man. It's locked down worse than the White House, right?
You, you really tried?
Yeah, I tried, of
It's
course.
kind of like now when you were with me, I can't remember. I was with somebody. We were driving in Irvine. We passed Blizzard Entertainment, and we drove up to the guard shack. It was like a movie studio.
Yeah.
And we tried to get in, and then they said no. So then we tried to get free World of Warcraft stuff. And they said no. But so that's interesting, very interesting. So how long are you out there for?
I'm probably gonna go home Tuesday.
Right.
I'm pretty sure I'm going home Tuesday because Wednesday I have a meeting with an attorney's office in Franklin. So I'm pretty sure I'll be leaving Tuesday.
All right. So let me get this straight. Now, to explain more what you do, how would you explain it? Because it's not
Um,
like you're flipping houses, really.
yeah,
You're doing
yeah,
new.
sometimes, yeah, sometimes, but I'm more rather than flipping, I'm more building a portfolio, right? And I'm finding myself, I really am intrigued and really like in mobile home parks. And um
So do tornadoes.
yeah, exactly. Well, that's the good thing because you keep it heavily insured, and every 5 years you get to recycle new inventory, right? Um,
That's cool, dude.
and then I'm also really starting to explore in talks with some friends about doing RV parks. I think as it used to be you live in an RV, you're poor, you're homeless, you shop at the Goodwill, get away from me, you stink, right? When we were kids, that's mobile homes, RVs, that was the thing, right? But that's changed. It's changed dramatically. Um, RVs, I mean, man, RVs cost more than homes in some situations.
Really.
Yeah, yeah.
I know a
It,
lot of people when they're building homes, they live in an RV.
well, remember I talked to you in great depth and detail about you and Tammy doing that.
Yeah, we probably should have.
You would have been, yeah, a lot
That
better.
was what was that about a year or two ago?
Yeah, probably about a year and a half
Yeah.
ago. But so the stigma, and now it's cool to live in an RV or a camper and travel the country, and it's so cool that that's part of my retirement plan. Even though
So you have like a Starlink on top of your car and everything.
yes, yes, yes.
Very cool.
Every chance and opportunity we get, we take our camper out and we go camping. Um, I'm on the fence of in 3 years, I'm either going to get a Class A motorhome or I'm going to get a fifth wheel. The
Very
problem with the Class A is what I want versus what my bank account says I can have are two entirely different things.
Yeah, but that's always been the case with you because
It's
you've had some big
well, the
dreams.
problem was is I've always figured out how to get what I wanted.
Hey, I got a question. Are you buying the mobile home park?
Um, I'm working with somebody on this one, and then I'm going to be doing another one.
Okay, so you're doing the footwork, but not the financial spending.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You do the sweat and they back you up with the money.
Some of them,
Doing
yeah. Some of them,
all the
yeah.
hard stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. And so far it's going good for you.
I'm enjoying it. Yes.
Yeah. I gotta tell you. So when I met you, you were full-fledged into PI work. You were like chasing down missing kids. You were filming cheating spouses. We will save all those stories for the next video.
Yes.
But wow, that was some crazy times. Is it like
Oh,
that today? Do you still get cases like that?
we do, but it's very rare that I myself will go do any of that stuff.
I see. So when will you make the shift to 100% real estate?
Never, never.
Never?
I'll never make that. You know, it's one of those. When are you going to retire? The answer is never. Because I think I would chew my own arm off if I retired. Right. To me, the goal is to put myself in a position where I can enjoy a retirement life, but still work. Right. So, for example, I want to go cruise the country in an RV and see the country and see all the little parts that I didn't get time to stop and enjoy, right?
Right.
While working it. Um, but I can do that and run my business at the same time. So see, my goal is not to work in my business, but to work on my business. So, you know,
Right.
it's a long dream of mine was to have my kids in a position to be able to take over the different companies.
Now, are you still into the 555?
Yes, kind of. It's been modified a little bit.
Is it
Uh,
now 333?
it's more like three. Yeah, it's on a much different scale at this point, right?
Oh,
So when that 555 came about, that was more. That was me trying to figure. Well, when was that? That was Jack. That was 20 years ago, almost.
yeah. That's when
Right?
we're doing karate.
Yeah, yeah.
Look how well that did for us, huh? We're a mess.
You know, we've officially reached the point where we could say, well, you remember 20 years ago?
Okay. Why don't you explain to everybody what 555 means?
So my goal back then was to have 5 different revenue sources that generated $5,000 a month profit for me to draw income from so that I could have a $25,000 a month personal income.
Wait, that's only two fives.
It's 5525 is what it was.
Oh, 5525.
Yeah.
My bad.
No,
Okay.
that's good.
So
It's good.
we're kind of working towards that still, but different numbers.
No, yeah, no, yeah, we've surpassed some of that goal pretty hard. So I with age comes wisdom and a lot of trial and error and mistakes that I've learned from. Um, you know, it's more now. um I can do a lot more with one than I could with five. But the way I have things structured up, I have 3 different companies. So 3 different companies do 3 different things, you know, and my goal is to be able to have my kids take it over and run it. And I can just sit back and oversee it all and retire from it, you know, as much as that means. And then when I die, they can do what they want to do with it.
Right. Yeah, we're all talking about that right now, trying to set things up for the kids
Yeah.
because we're, probably gonna check out in a bit or so. But so my question to you is I want to do an episode with you. Doesn't have to be tonight, but I want to do an episode that's dives into the PI business because your PI business is so interesting. You have no idea. I mean, you probably think it's this interesting. Everybody else thinks, wow, you did some really deep stuff. And I don't want to do in this episode. This episode, I just want to chat, kind of bring everybody up to speed where you're at. Um, I know they want to see you again. Will you be in another one of my videos?
Oh, like Jack on the Go?
Yeah,
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we've been talking about doing a quick series down by my area.
yeah. Those
It was
three
pretty.
restaurants, right?
Yeah, those three. It was pretty funny when you brought up that one. I literally was at a coffee shop, right, not even 300 feet from it,
Wow.
in that small town. And so it was pretty funny that you had mentioned that one, and that's when I said, well, we got to check out these other ones while we're over here.
Oh yeah, we'll do I'll come down and we'll shoot all three.
Do you remember that time we did that in Murfreesboro and we brought a change of clothes so we could change our shirts?
Yeah.
And by the time we were done, we were like, I'll never do this again.
Do you remember how crappy that Sir Pizza was?
Oh my gosh, the rabbit turd.
Oh man. Then I said I wouldn't feed it to a homeless person. That pissed
Oh,
off the
do you
owner.
know I still get comments about that? Like people, I'll run into people and they'll be like, I can't believe I just saw the video you did at Sir Pizza. And I'll stop them like, what are you talking about? And then it's like, oh yeah, that's right. But dude, it's one of those that you either love it or you hate it. And there is no in between. And people literally will defend it or kill over it.
CC's is a step above, and I hate CC's.
I oh my gosh, I don't know. You're a brave man to say that. I don't know if I'd go there.
Dude, I hate CC's.
Oh,
It's
I can't. I won't
garbage.
eat CC's.
Yeah.
CC's is like the small town Chinese buffet of pizza.
Oh yeah, with the slimy sushi.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Rah,
totally get it.
rah, 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 rah.
So this is what we're gonna do. So the next time we chat, and I think we brought him up to speed. What are you doing next? You still doing more real estate, more PR work?
Yeah, I'm doing the real estate, PI are my two main focuses right now.
Okay. And if people want to get a hold of you, they go to your webpage.
Yeah, they just go, yeah. If someone wanted to, just go to my website, thedylanagency.com.
Okay. Because I know a lot of people want to hook up and say hi and all that. So I'll put the address on the screen so that they can go
Okay.
visit. You have a little contact us section.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But it's that's one of those it might be difficult to get a hold of me. Somebody else typically responds and views those and
No problem. No problem. So I'll send people there. And
yeah.
then, because I'm telling you, you and Joe and Edgar and Mitch, so many people have been loved on the show.
Oh,
Forget me. It's not about me.
you bring up those names, it's so hard not to go into stories. And the first time we all got together, do you remember the first time all of us got together and did a video?
No, oh yeah, wasn't that $50 burger or something?
The Slater's 50/50.
Oh, Slater 60/50, that's it. That
That
was the first Burger Wars, number
yeah,
one.
that well, was it even a burger war or was it just
I
the
don't
first
even think it
burger
was
place?
Burger Wars back then.
I don't think it existed at that point. I think that was the first time that we did a burger place. But dude, that Matt was in that one. Remember Matt?
Yeah.
Um, I think his brother was in it. And that is the first place I'll never forget a bacon shake. I thought that was the most disgusting thing in the world, and we all talked about it.
It was
It
so
was me,
good.
it was me and someone else were the ones who dared to try it, and then we thought it was so good, and then everybody else had to try it.
Oh my God, that's so funny. So, the bacon shake, Slater's is still around?
Yes, it is. Somebody just was just telling me about Slater's.
Very cool. Very cool. Is Buster's still down by you?
Buster's is still in Murfreesboro. Yep.
Still
One
doing
one
good?
of the three cult classics of Murfreesboro, right? Sir Pizza,
Uh,
Buster's,
wasn't
and
there Three
Slick
Little
Pig.
Pigs or something?
Slick Pig Barbecue.
That's it.
Yeah.
Slick Pig Barbecue. Still
Yeah.
good or not good?
I have not eaten there in years. I don't live there. And if I do go there, I'm in and out.
Okay, what's your number one spot where you do live? Give it a shout out. What was that restaurant we met you at for breakfast?
That's closed. That
Oh,
was Marcy Joe's Bakery, which is spin off of
oh, are you
Marcy Joe's
serious?
Mill. That
It
closed
was
this
so
year.
nice.
Yeah, yeah. I think COVID took a toll on it.
Yeah,
The
that's how I
main meal
lost my
house, the main meal
manufacturer.
house in Pottsville is still there.
What
Uh,
is
the main Marcy Joe's Mill House, that's still
right?
there. But the
Where do
bakery,
you go mostly? Do you go to
uh,
Franklin? Do you go out of town? What do you do?
well, it just depends what we're doing,
Right.
right? That's probably the best way. Right now, my wife and I, there is a Vietnamese restaurant in Franklin. There's one in Franklin, one in Green Hills, Nashville area. and one in Nolensville called Vui's Vietnamese Kitchen.
I've heard of that place.
Oh my gosh,
You
bro.
get pho there,
Let
right?
me their pho is good, but let me just tell you right now, their banh mi sandwich. Seriously, I'm gonna have a fat gasm here, brother. Their banh mi sandwich with the grilled pork belly and avocado on it, and avocado you gotta ask for it on there. It is so freaking good, Jack. It is like
Really?
you eat it, you don't feel like you just ate a brick, right? But it
Right.
is so good. So if there's a place right now that my wife, like if she's, my wife works and she's in a facility that she can't leave, but I have freedom. So being the good husband that I am and
Of
the love
course.
and caring husband and
Tammy said liar.
the one that wants my wife to feel so included in the things that I, suffer for to provide for my family is about twice a week. I'll send her a picture from Vui's kitchen and me eating. And
Oh, a
it
picture,
does
not
not end
food.
well, bro. It never ends well.
Yeah. Nice of you to send a picture. So, one more time, what's the name?
Vui's, VUI apostrophe S.
Bui apostrophe S.
Yes. In
Maybe
fact, when
we'll
we
check
come, we
that out
should
too.
go. We should make it a point. You know what? I think we should just meet up there sometime, just to have lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but I gotta put you on video if I'm gonna be with you.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
But they want to see more action, more Paul.
Let's no, it's all about a video for that place. I really like it. Let's put it this way. Eat there so much that I think I have like $40 discount that I keep saving my points for.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, if that tells you
Oh,
how much I eat there.
quick trivia question. Where do we wait for an hour for pizza?
Oh my gosh, it was that Chicago pizza place. I think that was in Brea or Fullerton.
Placentia.
Placentia, yeah, same difference, right?
Yeah, it's in the area.
I've never been so disappointed in pizza in my life.
Do you really? I loved it. I thought it was the best out there.
Really? You know what?
But we waited forever for it.
That's what killed it for me. Do you remember that trashy barbecue place? It was in an industrial park in Anaheim.
No, I
Oh my
don't.
gosh, it was just so nasty. It was so nasty.
But the pizza place was Tony's Little Italy.
Yes.
We went to where'd we go? Barbecue was awful in California, except North Long Beach was what was that one dude's name?
No, Silby Los Alamitos. There was that one in Los Alamitos was good. There was Lucille's was good, and that was commercial,
Yeah,
like gain wise. By the way, I saw Lucille's down in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. And I
right.
was my wife, we got to go eat there. And she's like, I'm not eating barbecue on here. I want seafood. I'm like, you don't understand.
I remember. Do you remember? Were you with me when I went to Taco King and they told us only film the food?
Yes, if you remember, you
Don't film the
wanted
employees.
I got word that you were going to go buy some tamales. So I went up
Yep.
there and bought all the tamales they had so you couldn't buy any.
Yeah,
Remember
I
you
know.
mad at me.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Bo's in that video, a little Bo, right?
Wow.
He's 16 and a
He's
half
all
now.
grown up now.
He is.
Wow, we've had so many good times.
So, okay. So question, see if you remember this. This is going in a complete different direction than what you
Okay.
want. I know, but let's just let it be organic, right?
All right.
So you got Pizza Wars, you got Barbecue Wars, you have Burger Wars, you have a war for
Taco.
wars, right? Taco Wars. Do you remember the very first video where it was a pizza war video, basically?
The very first one. Wasn't that like Domino's against
Nope.
Round Table or something?
Uh-uh.
Or Pizza Hut
Nope.
versus Domino's?
This was before the pizza war stuff all began. We set out. There was a pizza place, Mama Mia's, was it maybe? They were closed. They opened up their kitchen and we went in there. They had water shipped in from like New York.
Oh, we
And we had
did New
all
York
these
versus
pizzas.
California pizza.
Yes, that was the very first pizza war to determine, and we came up with the recipe. It was the California cheese.
No, it
And
was the toppings were New York The
Okay.
crust was California
Okay.
because,
But it had something to do with the water. The water is what made it happen.
right, right. Also, the cheese comes from Wisconsin for New York.
Okay.
That's what makes it good. But the California crust, the water, I have no idea, but
That was a
the
real life
California
test
crust.
kitchen. That was a real life test kitchen thing
I
going.
know that was fun.
I
I
mean, they had
love
that
that
water
restaurant
shipped in
too.
from New York. It was either New York or I think it was New York. They had that water
Yeah.
shipped in containers from New York.
Well,
That
if it was from New Jersey, a hand would be floating in the water.
just something. It was New York. It had a rat in it or something. So that was the first one. You remember doing that shoot in Coto de Casa?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still
And
have
then
all
we
the
saw the
background
that's where what's his face lives. What's
pictures.
it? The pastor from Saddleback.
Rick Warren.
Yeah.
Uh,
How did we went in there? Weren't you there when they deboned the
the
turducken?
spatchcock chicken. Yeah, absolutely. That was all
Yes,
the
they took
same stuff
all the
that we did.
bones out and
Yep.
rolled it all together.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
So many good times, dude.
Dude, we remember that Korean barbecue food truck. We chased it all over Orange and we could never find it.
Kogi.
Koji, yes. Koji.
Yes.
Koji.
And
Yes.
I found it by the Los Alamitos racetrack.
Yeah, that was
Finally get the short rib burrito.
yes. That's when food trucks first started becoming a thing.
I know. They had an app for it too.
Yeah.
It's called Roaming Hunger. I think it still exists.
I remember they
But
used to do like a meetup in Fullerton once a week, and we'd go to that.
yeah. Hey, do you remember Tammy's old work called Richard Jones Barbecue?
No,
You don't remember that in Fullerton? Oh, I probably hadn't met you yet. That's why.
no. I'm not gonna say where Tammy worked when I first met you, but I'll say this much. She was a server and had an accounting job. We'll just leave it at that.
Yep. Yep. Well, I think her best time was downtown Disney when she
Yes.
worked down there.
Yeah,
That was her
that's the
best time.
serving job she had. Yeah.
Yeah. That's when she realized a lot about serving. But people were really nice to her though.
Yeah.
Very
Yep.
nice. So
Yeah.
anyway, so what I'm gonna do is let you go, but you gotta promise to give me a part two that we just talk about PI work.
Okay. Yeah, that's sure, absolutely.
Okay? Because my throat's getting a little raspy. Gotta rest it up. And then guys, we'll have another F as in Frank. I'm looking around like there's people here. We'll have another F as in Frank with Paul about his PI work, and we'll dig up the dirt. We'll talk about all the high profile cases he's worked. I think it's exciting, but like I say, we'll hold off to the next video, okay?
Sounds good, bud.
All right, man. Take care in Georgia. Tell everybody I said hi. Tell them to leave Trump on the ballot, and I'll see you later, okay?
Take care, man.